Well, just last week we got news that our schools will be doing full remote learning from home at the beginning of the school year. This will pose some huge challenges for families, as you can imagine. Families whose parents are working, those who are experiencing financial struggles, social emotional challenges, language barriers, lack of internet connectivity, the list goes on. It will be a challenging season for families starting out school. I found some encouragement in Isaiah 43 and for this next generation, that even though it means going through fire and rivers, that God is with us. So I'm going to read parts of Isaiah 43. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I've called you by my name. You are mine. When you pass through waters, I will be with you. Through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. Fear not, for I am with you. I will bring your offspring from the east, and from the west I will gather you. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the end of the earth, everyone who is called by my name, whom I created, for my glory, whom I formed and made. God is with each of us through the season, and He personally knows each child, each family, and made them for His glory. And He has a good plan for this generation. What's the biggest challenge this coming school year for you?
Well, it's probably not being able to interact with other people and being stuck on a computer for hours at a time.
What are you going to miss from school being in person?
My friends and my teachers.
What are your hopes for this school year?
That we'll be able to go back to school in person, and coronavirus will get better, so it'll be safe there.
So there are a few ways you can get involved to support youth and families in our community during this season. First, we're participating in a back-to-school event. We've purchased the pencils, and we'd love your help to pack those into Ziplocs so that they can be given away in backpacks to the families in need.
I'm just so grateful for the partnership of the Chapel Hill Church for partnering with us in this back-to-school event. We're going to be serving over 150 kids with brand new school supplies, shoes, clothing, headphones, and backpacks. It's a huge event. It's taken a lot of partners, so having the partnership with Chapel Hill it's absolutely crucial. And the way that we identified all these families was in partnership with our food banks, with our school district, with our community partners. And really what we're looking to accomplish with this event is just working within these community settings to empower our kids to not only have the materials they need for a strong foundation to do this school year, but also just to have that mental shift of having the materials and knowing the communities rallying around them to embark on one of the most unusual school years that I think anybody's ever really been able to think of.
We're also supporting Coffee Oasis and their back-to-school drive that supports homeless and at-risk youth.
So I am the manager of the Oasis Centers, so I oversee all of the drop-in centers for youth 13 to 25 years old.
Cool. And Coffee Oasis right now is doing a school drive. Tell us why Coffee Oasis is doing a school drive.
So the school drive that we do is called the Back to School Bash, and we've been doing this for now about 4 to 5 years, and we do it to provide all the essential items that youth will need when they're going back to school, such as little things like school supplies, paper, notebooks, pencils, some of the harder to buy items like calculators, new shoes, jackets, backpacks, and things like that to help them through their school week.
Cool. School's looking a little iffy right now. Is this still important for us to do, to help out with?
Yeah, it's really important because for some youth, this will be the actual only time of the year that they receive a pair of shoes. So when we provide these items for them, they're able to actually live more normal than what they do day to day. They will be less ostracized and feel more like the people that they are in school with or they're living life around. A nice pair of shoes or a new pair of shoes for someone is a big deal.
So it's not just about school. There's a lot more here that we're helping people out with.
Definitely. What I'm hoping for is that kids would feel more prepared to go to school, that they would actually do well, whether that's online or in person. I know that I've talked to a few youth that go to Discovery that said that they were not going to do online schooling and that they were going to school when the school opens up. And for them, this is a huge thing. So what I'm hoping is that we could actually help them with their shoes, with those needs, so that they'll succeed just like everybody else. I would rather have them worry less about what they're wearing and what they're doing, and worry more about their schoolwork and those things that they have coming up.
If you're interested in helping out, we have a couple ways you can do that. One is there's a drop-off location in Gig Harbor and in Port Orchard. You can also go directly to Coffee Oasis location, and drop off the supplies there.
We'd also just really love for a group of mentors who can come alongside families and youth in this season to just help support them with relational support, with encouragement, in whatever way that looks. So please reach out if that's you.